Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into some incredible feats that most humans just can't do. We're talking about those weird, almost impossible things that make you question how your body works. You know, like when you see someone lick their elbow and you're like, wait, that's illegal. So get ready to be amazed because we're about to put your skills to the test. We're going to show you 10 things that most humans can't do. Some of them are straight up impossible, while others just require some serious talent and practice. Stick around till the end because I guarantee you'll be trying some of these yourself. And hey, if you can already do any of them, you're basically a superhero. Don't forget to let us know in the comments how many you can do. All right, challenge number 1. This one is a classic. Can you touch your nose with your tongue? I'm talking full-on tongue-to-nose contact, no cheating. Now, this might seem simple, but it actually requires an unusually long tongue, like Gene Simmons level long. Seriously, only a small percentage of people have the tongue length and flexibility to pull this off. We're talking about elite tongue athletes here. Most of us just end up looking like we're trying to eat our own faces. But hey, maybe you're the exception. Maybe you've got a hidden talent for tongue gymnastics. If you can do it, prove it. Post a picture in the comments. I gotta see this. And for those of you who can't, don't worry, you're not alone. It's just basic anatomy working against you. But hey, at least you don't have to worry about accidentally licking your nose during a conversation. That would be awkward. Next up, we're talking about the holy grail of impossible human tricks, licking your elbow. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. This one is ridiculously hard. In fact, for most people, it's physically impossible. Why? Well, it all comes down to basic anatomy. The human arm is just not designed for that kind of flexibility. Our upper and lower arms are a certain length, and our tongues are a certain length, and those lengths just don't add up for an elbow lick. Now, there are some extremely flexible individuals out there who claim they can do it, and hey, maybe they can. But for the vast majority of us, it's just not happening. Trust me, I've tried. I've dislocated my shoulder trying. But hey, if you think you're the exception, go for it. Just be careful not to pull a muscle or dislocate your jaw or, break the laws of physics. Get ready to have your minds blown because this next one is a real hidden talent. It's called Gleeking, and it's the act of spitting saliva from under your tongue. Sounds weird, right? Well, it kinda is. Basically, when you contract the submandibular gland under your tongue, it can shoot out a jet of saliva. Most people do it accidentally when they yawn or eat something sour, but some people can actually control it. They can gleek on command. Now, I'm not saying you should go around gleeking on people. It's probably not the best way to make friends, but it's still a pretty cool party trick. And hey, if you can do it, you've got bragging rights. You're basically a saliva ninja. Have you ever tried to tickle yourself? No, seriously, try it right now. I'll wait. See, it doesn't work. That's because your brain is hardwired to predict your own movements. It knows when you're about to touch yourself, so it cancels out the ticklish sensation. It's kind of like how you can't scare yourself. Your brain knows what you're up to. But here's the thing. There are some people who claim they can tickle themselves. They say they can somehow trick their brains into thinking someone else is doing it. Now, I'm not sure if I believe them. It sounds like some kind of Jedi mind trick. But hey, if you're one of those people, let me know in the comments. I need to know your secrets. All right, this next one is all about facial control. Can you raise one eyebrow? Not both, just one. Go ahead, give it a try. Yeah, it's harder than it looks, isn't it? That's because raising your eyebrows requires the use of specific facial muscles. Most people can only raise both eyebrows at the same time, but some people have the ability to isolate those muscles and raise just one. It's a rare talent, but it's not impossible to learn. With enough practice, you can train your facial muscles to do your bidding. And who knows, maybe you'll be the next eyebrow-raising superstar. All right, this next one is a little bit dangerous, so please don't try this at home. We're talking about sneezing with your eyes open. You know how when you sneeze, your eyes automatically close? Well, that's a reflex. It's your body's way of protecting your eyes from all the germs and stuff that come flying out of your nose and mouth. But some people claim they can override that reflex and sneeze with their eyes open. They say it's possible, but extremely difficult. And honestly, I believe them. I mean, have you ever tried to keep your eyes open during a sneeze? It feels like your eyeballs are going to explode. So, yeah, this is one challenge I'm not going to attempt. If you can do it, you're a braver soul than I am. All right, let's move on to something a little less dangerous, shall we? This next one is all about ear wiggling. Can you wiggle your ears? I'm talking about moving them up and down, all on their own, no hands involved. Now, this is another one of those things that most people can't do. It all comes down to the auricular muscles, which control the movement of the ears. Most people have very weak auricular muscles, which is why they can't wiggle their ears. But some people have stronger auricular muscles, either naturally or through practice. And those people, my friends, are the true ear-wiggling champions. All right, this next one is a little bit weird, but bear with me. It's called the hitchhiker's thumb. And it's the ability to bend your thumb backwards at a 90-degree angle. Yeah, you heard me right, backwards. Now, this isn't something that most people can do. It's actually a form of hypermobility, which means your joints are more flexible than normal. In the case of the hitchhiker's thumb, it's the joint at the base of the thumb that's hypermobile. So, if you can bend your thumb backwards like that, congratulations. You're part of a select group of people with extra bendy thumbs. All right, this next one is a classic party trick. Can you roll your tongue? I'm talking about curling up the sides of your tongue to make a tube shape. Go ahead, give it a try. So, could you do it? Believe it or not, the ability to roll your tongue is actually genetic. It's determined by a single gene. And if you inherit the dominant version of that gene from either of your parents, you'll be able to roll your tongue. Of course, even if you have the gene, you might not be able to roll your tongue perfectly right away. Like any skill, it takes a little bit of practice. But if you've got the genes for it, you'll get there eventually. All right, here we are, the final challenge. This one is all about foot control. Can you move your pinky toe independently? I'm talking about wiggling it all on its own without moving any of your other toes. This is another one of those things that's surprisingly difficult for most people. Our foot muscles are all interconnected, so it's hard to isolate the ones that control just the pinky toe. But hey, maybe you're a foot ninja. Maybe you've got superhuman control over your toes. If you can do it, let me know in the comments. I'm impressed. So there you have it, folks. 10 things that most humans can't do. How many of them could you do? Let me know in the comments. I'm seriously curious to see how many people out there are secretly superhuman. If you couldn't do any of them, don't worry. You're not alone. Most of us are just regular humans with regular limitations. But hey, that doesn't mean we can't still be amazed by the incredible things our bodies can do. Thanks for watching. Let us know in the comments if you can do any of these. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more awesome content.